something impressive.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Something.
Nothing.
Mario, can you tell us where we're going?
We'll be back.
Where are we going?
Door.
The store?
Which store?
Mario, where are we going? What store are we going to?
Brent's coming.
Can you tell Mario what store we're going to?
Yeah.
What
Which
store?
one? Tractor
It's on your
Supply?
shirt.
You want to the tractor store?
There's Packer.
The tractor store.
Alright, so I know it's been quite a while since we've been on here. I wanted to just give an update of what's going on with us, what we're doing. And we got some pretty exciting and big changes happening.
Another
right?
baby.
No. No. But before we get into any of that, we want to show an update on our garden and on our animals and what we've been doing there. But before we get to that, we got to make a run to old Tractor Supply to get some more feed and some watering cans and stuff, because somebody ran over the garden hose.
Mowed your yard.
While I was working, she was mowing and the garden hose got taken out. So we're not buying another one right now. We're just gonna buy a watering can for today and get some feed. So let's get it. So we're back from Tractor Supply. We're gonna walk through the garden, give you all an update. We haven't done a video in quite a while. We've been extremely busy, so we finally had a Saturday that we don't have anything going on. So we're gonna give an update on what's going on with the garden and the animals. And then, like I said, we got some other pretty big news for our future plans on what's going on, and we'll share some of that at the end of the video, right?
Correct.
Sure. All right, so let's walk through here and well, first we gotta feed the quails, feed the chickens, make sure they got plenty of water. We'll do that and then we'll walk you through the garden.
Here they come. Becky, Dottie, Tiny, Tina. Out into the wild blue yonder. Don't eat my peppers. You know you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, so we let the chickens out a couple times a day, but they obviously we don't have any divider for the garden, so we have to keep an eye on them and make sure. We lost the.
I ate that yesterday. The worms ate it.
Oh yeah, the worms are definitely eating it. Oh no. So this goes from our food to chicken food. Throw that over here in there. In their cage, so take care of that. All right, so well, we do need to feed the chickens and feed the quail, but till we do that, we'll just we'll walk you through. I'll walk you through and show you what we got going on. We've been harvesting. What have we harvested so far? We got carrots, we got beans, the green beans. We've gotten some a good handful of cucumbers, a couple of peppers. So we got some stuff. We definitely need to fertilize. Like the green beans over there looking a little rough. We haven't fertilized as much as we've been needing to, but we've been busy with a lot of other stuff going on. But these are the carrots here, which are growing really good. We did get some potatoes out of this bag, a few small ones. We haven't eaten those yet, but we got those. Just growing down here is our watermelon. Which we just realized this morning that we got one starting right there and one starting right there. And then these are cucumbers here, and we got more watermelon growing over there. These are the cucumbers. We've had a few, got a few starters, little ones right there. Got another one growing right there. That's a good one going right there. Okay, we need to keep an eye on that one. and we picked off, there's one that we didn't, that was hiding from us, and got 2 ripe. So we're gonna cut that open and feed that to the chickens and quail. But then we got a couple more here, and we've got 2 or 3 inside. So they're doing good. These are the black strawberry tomatoes here, which is why their coloring looks a little different. And then we got some other Brandywine tomatoes here that are coming in good. More black strawberry tomatoes there. So all the tomato plants are doing pretty good. We lost one tomato plant that got cut down by what are them things called? The worms?
No.
Tomato plant, yeah, they, early on, yeah, it got chopped off. Yeah. We got some, this one's pretty small. We got some squash and zucchini are, yeah, I think they just need more fertilizer. That plant there is small. We got some other ones down here that are bigger plants, but the squash and zucchini haven't been very big before they get too ripe. And so we picked some, but they're not getting real big. So I think maybe they just need better fertilization. And then we got the cantaloupe. So we got a nice good size one right there. And then this one that we just found the other day had been hiding down here. That's a good size one right there. So we're just gonna keep an eye on it.
It's so fuzzy.
Yeah, and then got a small one there. And then these, we're trying to get these to grow up the trellis here. We got some smaller cantaloupe plants on this side. We got a little one hiding right there.
These little ones over there.
I need you to scoot down so I can move down there.
Hi, Bessie.
And then a tiny one there. And that one there. So hopefully we'll have some. Oh, sorry, I scared you off. I was trying to get you your close up. And then, so these are what are these, all squash right through here, I think? Squash and zucchini through here. The plants are looking pretty good, but like I said, you can see in here, like that one's already kind of got some rot on it. So I don't know if it's just they need better fertilizer or what's going on with those. So we're gonna keep working on them. Green beans here started trellising really well. They didn't fill out nearly as much as we kind of expected them to, but oh Lord, chickens are going crazy. Yeah, it's time. But obviously you can see here we got some green beans growing, and we've harvested some green beans. Matter of fact, we ate some with dinner last night.
Good.
We got some here. Yeah, and green beans and carrots with some dinner last night. So we got some there. With
butcher box steak.
Yep, butcher box steak. Like a beef stew type stuff last night. It was really good. So it's growing good, trellising, you know, like crazy, as you can see. It just we thought they'd be a little bit thicker, but again, we haven't fertilized as much as we've needed to. So, but they are producing. We are getting food from it. So it's been a pretty decent first year. You can see here some tiny ones that are growing. So those are doing good. And then most of all this here is peppers. Mixed peppers, and I think some bell peppers, right? Let's see, there's one right there. It's getting close to being ready. Let's see, and again, here's one that looks like it's been got in worms or something. Worms got in it or something, but they're starting to do pretty good. Our pepper plant last year kept producing on and on, so this one's doing good. So yes, yeah, so just you can give that to the chickens. So this stuff's doing pretty good. These are some blueberry plants that got neglected. This is some catnip here. It's been growing pretty good for pepper. That blueberry plant's doing okay. I don't know if these we can get to come back or not. We're gonna try and plant those. So yeah. So that's doing pretty good. And update you on the quail. I can't even remember where we left off last time on the quail, but we've got, we ended up with, yeah, I will. We ended up with 10 quail total, which ended up with 8 females and 2 males. We had some extra males that we had 3 other males that were with that kind of first batch of quail we did, and they were just we were gonna have too many males. We weren't gonna have time to cull them and process them properly, so we just ended up releasing them out at my mom and dad's property and letting nature take its course. So I don't know if they would make it out there or not, but these guys have done good once they kind of got old enough. They were a hassle getting them kind of age, but now that they've grown up, they're pretty good, pretty tame, easy to take care of now. And we're getting from the females, we got 8 females, but right now we're getting about 4 eggs a day. So obviously they're little. I'll show you some of those. So we're getting about 4 eggs a day from them, and but the other one should start laying here very soon. So we should be getting about 8 eggs a day, which, you know, it's only going to eat, that 8 eggs from them a day is only going to equal the size of maybe, you know, 3 chicken eggs maybe. So, but then the chickens should be laying in about a month or so, and hopefully we'll start getting an egg a day from them. So that'll be nice too. So yeah, these guys are doing good. We got to get them some more sand. That's what this is down here. They like to dust bathe like chickens do, and they love to get in there and peck around and all that. That's what these other buckets down here had some sand in them too. They've just run out of sand. I got to go. We got dirt here, but they like that regular old like play sand a lot better. So I got to go get another bag of that to get them some more sand. They love doing that, but pretty easy. Got their feeder over there. I'm sorry, their water over there, and obviously this ventilates really well. Like we talked about before, all the poop drops straight down here, and then we just keep that laid over with fresh mulch periodically, and it doesn't stink or anything. So these guys are kind of funny. You can see them bouncing and popping around. They start going crazy every now and then. But yeah, so now that like I said, they've kind of grown up a bit easier to take care of, as long as you keep their food and keep their water filled up, and they're pretty happy. So we're happy with them so far. Like to continue to add to their numbers eventually, you know, by maybe getting some of their fertile eggs and trying to hatch out those, as opposed to having eggs shipped like we did before. One thing that Red say for those shipped eggs, like we tried to hatch out some of these past videos, is that they once you ship the eggs, I mean, you lose about at least 50% of your chances on hatching them out. So having our own eggs that are fertilized right from the backyard from these hens and males, and then trying to throw them in the incubator, you have a much better chance of actually having them hatch out. I've heard, you know, people have even had 100% fertility rates on your own eggs rather than having shipped eggs. So that's a huge difference. We're going to try that in the future, but for right now, we're just going to stick with these 10 and let them do their thing for a while and see how that goes. So it's really come a long way from the barren, grassy yard to this. So it ain't as great as I'd love it to be, but it's still pretty good. Oh, there's the other chickens. They're making a dust bath. They're making a dust bath in the soil. Yeah, kick that dirt up everywhere, girl. It probably are if they keep digging.
Do you have a knife, something?
I sure do. One of the kids' knives. Good job, girls. All right, so we had run out of the quail feed for them for a little bit. So before we get to the store, I was giving them a little bit of chicken feed just to hold them over. They got chicken feed in their feeder here. So I'm gonna dump that chicken feed out, get them some of their quail feed. The game bird feed is what's easiest for them, and get that put back in their cage. So let me do that real quick and show you what's up. anyways, that's pretty much, all right, it is hot today. Definitely getting in summertime, Florida, and we're mid-June. It's already 90s pretty much every day, so it's quite warm. So that's pretty much where we are with all the garden and the animals. Been doing well. We wanted to do a little bit more, but just time and money, but it's a pretty good place where we've started so far. So we just wanted to give an update on there since it's been a few months. We did go on a camping trip a couple months ago up to North Georgia. I think that's when we went to Black Rock Mountain, and took a bunch of video footage with my actual camera. And then can't get the video footage on my iPad, which is how I edit everything. So eventually, once I figure out a good way to do that, I'll do a video on the camp out trip as well, because that was a lot of fun. Took the pop-up up to North Georgia mountains. It's nice, cool, awesome views, really good stuff. Rex didn't go on that one, but he can go on the next one, right, Rex? So, all right, so I'll help her finish up fertilizing, and then we'll be back with some big news. All right, so anyways.
Ready?
Well, that was terrible.
Cheers to 2 years. And now we're leaving. Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
that's one way to do it. Anyways, we're back multiple hours later. We were busy doing things around the house today, and we were gonna wait and film the end of this tonight, and now it's like legit doom and gloom storm clouds coming. And it's way darker than it actually looks on camera. So I'm trying to do this before it rains. Here, hold this. My hat was like all like crooked and jacked up.
Hey, Rick. He's such a handsome boy.
Rex. Doofus. So basically what Kim said is our big news is that in...
Are these people trying to watch us get struck by lightning?
Maybe. We'll watch them get struck by lightning. In 8 weeks from today, it's a Saturday, so this weekend, we're moving. We had an opportunity, well, I guess we do a little bit of background story. Long story short, my grandfather bought 12 acres of property in a rural area in Jacksonville many years ago. He built a house for him and my grandmother on it. He passed away. My grandmother still lives there in that house with my parents. My aunt and uncle bought, hope we don't get struck by lightning. My aunt and uncle bought a house. Let's turn this way. Better view. My aunt and uncle bought, they bought a section of the property from them, built a house on it for their family. My mom and dad bought 2.5 acres and built a house for them about 12 years ago. And now my mom and dad are looking to retire and travel and do some other stuff. So they came to us with the proposition of buying their house and their section of the property, their 2.5 acres, a few months back. So we've been thinking about it, praying about it, talking about what all that would entail. We really expected that at some point in time in our lives, we would be on that property, whether it was buying something or building something of our own or inheriting some of that when mom and dad passed away, whatever the case may be, we just didn't know. So we've known pretty much our whole time we've been married, at some point in time, we may end up on that property. We just didn't know what that looked like or how that would work out or when. So now that they're looking to retire, you know, if we're selling their house, buying a camper, doing some traveling, stuff like that, it's going to enable them to be able to retire, also enable us to be in a bigger house that we can truly grow into with all the kids. Also have 2.5 acres of property to do more of our homesteading, more gardening, more animals, chickens, we talked about doing pigs, all this kind of other stuff in the future. So this really just enables us to do all the things that we want to do and have the property, and really, you know, them selling it to us at a family price to be able to do that, but also where, you know, that's going to give them money to do what they need to do in their retirement. So and we won't be kids running into the door, and it'll enable us to get out of some of our debt. We're gonna, Lord willing, be able to sell our house for a very good profit, because the housing market has exploded and been crazy over the last couple years. Enable us to put a big chunk of money down on mom and dad's house, so that way our mortgage isn't anything more than it already is. Pay off some other debt, some credit cards, and vehicle loans and things of that nature, so that we can get out of some debt too. So we just feel like it's an amazing opportunity, but there's just a lot of details that go into that. Mom and dad moving out into a camper temporarily so that we can move in. We feel like our best case scenario to sell our house for as much money as we can is for us to go ahead and move out, clean it up really well, deep clean it really well, fix it up, because just us living here with 5 kids and 3 dogs and chickens in the yard and all that, and trying to show it at the same time is going to be very difficult. So we're going to move out, Lord willing, in about 8 weeks, and beginning of August, and it's take about a month to fix this house up, clean it up really well, sell it, and Lord willing, that sells quickly. And then at that point in time, once this sells, then we'll be able to buy mom and dad's house. So that's the plan. This is not what we anticipated, not what we really thought would happen this quickly. We've only been here just shy of 2 years, and but that's another thing. We want to wait that 2-year mark, because then we want to pay extra taxes and stuff like that if we've lived here 2 years, so we wouldn't close till probably October. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of why we've been haven't posted anything in the last month or two. We've just been thinking and praying about that, what it looks like and what our next steps are, and how it happens, and how we do it, and if we should even do it at all. And so there's just been a lot of thoughts and a lot of conversations about that, a lot of prayer about that, and just praying that we're doing the right thing, and just praying that if this isn't the steps that we should be taking, that God would just close the door. But he has not. So we're just going to move forward, and Lord willing, this will all work out, and it'll be a smooth transition. It'll be a lot, and it'll be busy, and it'll be, like I said, a lot of moving pieces for a while, but once we get there and get everything settled and set up, I think it'll be really well. So our waiting room has been here, even though we didn't really realize that, being our classroom, and we're very thankful for this house. We've loved this house. We've loved this neighborhood for the last couple of years. If we didn't have this very specific opportunity, we wouldn't be leaving. We wouldn't really be able to leave, just because the market is so crazy.
Especially in Florida.
Yeah, in Florida the market is, I mean, everywhere, but here it's just insane. And in our area, it's blown up, and the prices have skyrocketed. Yeah. So if we wouldn't have bought this house 2 years ago, we wouldn't be able to even be in this situation, because we'll be able to make such a profit on this just in 2 years that we wouldn't be able to afford this house now.
It's all the Lord's steps and guiding us where we need to go.
And His timing.
And His timing, and us obeying where He wants us to go. And I feel like this has been our first house that we've made our own, and it's bittersweet, but He's always led us to where we need to go, and in the obedience of that, He's blessed each place, and He's blessed certain relationships and opportunities. And I definitely feel like if this is not where He wants us to go, it would have been shut down by now. But prayerfully and hopefully, in the obedience of serving Him and going and doing this opportunity, we'll be able to serve more people through this, and being able to serve not just with our land and with our house and food-wise, but also with obedience through serving our kids and having them incorporated in it all, and financially be able to serve people better, and be better leaders and be better parents through all this, and hopefully the kids can see that. And one part I really do think is you need to check out Roots and Refuge's YouTube channel page, because if his mom did not introduce me to Jessica, the lady that does that page, and where she says make your waiting room your classroom, we wouldn't have done all this here.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was worth it, and I don't know if you did.
No.
But
initially I didn't think. Thought, man, we live in a neighborhood. It's a small space. I mean, yeah, we got an okay yard for a neighborhood. Being on the cul-de-sac, we got a bunch of side yard and all that, but I kind of got bogged down the idea of there's no point in doing it. It's not even worth it. And honestly, if we would have known that we were going to be doing all this, I may not have would have even done it. I might have said, nah, whatever, we'll just wait. But we've already learned so much just in the last 2 months doing this garden and just doing more and more research. The quails, that was a whole experience on its own, which, I mean, we're really glad we got those now. I mean, they're fun and they're entertaining, and now providing us with a very small amount, but a small amount of food. So it's been worth it, and we're going to keep pushing after that. And of course, we've had chickens before. We have a few chickens here. Mom and Dad have they got 5. Well, they got 5 that are laying or off and on laying, and then they got 10 more baby chicks too that they're growing right now. So with our chickens going there, then we're going to have 19 potentially laying all at the same time, or close. So that's going to really help provide some other stuff too. Like I said, we're going to look at doing, Willie's actually going to probably help me start doing, eventually doing, raising some pigs for some meat and learning how to do that. So there's just, we have the space there to do those things where we just didn't have all that space here, but we just utilized what space we had. So anyways, that's where we've been at for the last few months, what we've been thinking and praying and doing. So we've been just wanted to give an update video, and that's where we're at. So Lord willing, maybe we'll probably do a couple videos maybe here and there during the moving process. We've already started packing up stuff that we don't need right off the bat. So we've already got boxes sitting around and stuff off the walls and all that kind of fun stuff. So
what was he doing?
I don't know.
Did he go pee-pee?
Oh Lord. Potty training accident? What happened? Say it on camera.
On the floor.
Really, bro?
He started peeing and I didn't hear him. Then he stopped.
Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
I need Mom. I need you.
Okay, you stay in here. Go to the bath. Help him. Get him cleaned up. Okay. That's the other part we're going through. Potty training. So that's where we've been at. That's what we're doing, and that's kind of our future plans. So Lord willing, we'll be there in 2 months and continue this journey, continue to video stuff as we're doing it, especially as we're stepping out doing new stuff, and just wanting to document kind of our life's journey, and hopefully y'all can gain something from it or gain some encouragement from it or learn something as we're learning and making mistakes ourselves. And so yeah, so just continue pushing forward with our homesteading journey and whatever the next step is for us. So just continue hanging out, and hopefully we'll have another video up here in the next few weeks of the whole moving process. All right, we'll see y'all next time.